guys. Hello, hello. Welcome. Come in. Come inside. Give me a second. Let me do the thing that I have to do here. Okay. Hi, Sierra. Okay. All right. All right, we'll give it a couple of seconds if anybody else wants to hop on, unless they are enjoying their, hi Charlene, unless they're enjoying their St. Patrick's Day. We shall see. We shall see. All right. I really wish they would make that easier to make a pinned comment on the app rather than having to go through and do the computer stuff. It's really annoying. All right, hi guys, happy full moon. Hello, I don't even know where to wave. Hi. Yeah, you did. So I don't normally do this. Thank you, Cup of Color, thank you. Hi, Diamond Libra. Guys, I was born in 1980, and every time I see videos, and also I'm guilty of it as well, when I see myself, when I do a live and people hop on, and I'm like, hi Suzanne, hi this, hi that, it always reminds me of Romper Room. Always. And anytime I see anybody else doing it, I can't help laughing. So, hey Terry. Hi. All right, guys. So happy full moon. It didn't peak yet. Whoa. Oh my goodness, you guys, if you could see this right now. So I just happened to look up and there it is. I have above the doors, my desk faces actually the main entrance to the house. And above the doors is like a half moon, right? And it's a window, obviously. And I just looked up and it's massive. Were you? Yeah, Romper Room. So, oh, perfect. Oh, I'm feeling all the vibes right now. I love it. I have my little moonstone here as well. So that'll go out tonight. So guys, before I start, let me just remind you that because the full moon just started to rise an hour or two ago, and it's gonna peak, I think around like 3 something in the morning, if I'm not mistaken, Eastern time. Just make sure that if you have crystals, cards, yourself, whatever it is, put them out tonight. Make sure, put them out overnight. I always put my cards, my crystals, I don't put every one, but I put the ones that I use mainly. And then I kind of pick and choose which crystals. But you want to put them out and just make sure that you do that tonight. And also if you miss tonight or you're not home, you could do it tomorrow night as well, because the full moon energy is really, really powerful. So this is also the full moon in Virgo tonight. So either way, I've never done a live actual oracle card reading, so I figured why not? Let's have some fun. And let's give you some messages, because I've been lightheaded all day and I forgot that it was a full moon. So I was like, oh, that's why I've been feeling like I was gonna fall over. All right, so we're gonna get some woo-woo messages. So I'm gonna be pulling out my Starseed decks, my just my woo-woo stuff that you guys know about, my light worker decks, all the moon decks too. I have a couple of moonology decks. Let's see. Let me just check the questions really quick. Would it help a money bowl? Yes, anything that you guys want to do. Full moons especially I love to manifest during a new moon, but I know a lot of people that like to manifest during a full moon. You could do both. Full moons especially, they're a time meant for reflection, okay? So it's really about, think about how the moon actually looks, okay? It's reached its peak, right? So it's a sign of completion. So when you're reflecting on things that you kind of, you want to look at things that you want to get rid of moving into this next 30 days towards the new moon. You want to make sure that whatever is no longer serving you in any way, that you are in many ways just attempting to release it, okay? In order to bring in the fresh new moon energy that's coming up. So anything that you do, money bowl, putting out your crystals. Crystals are so important to put out during a full moon because it recharges them. And believe me, if I'm sure you've probably felt it yourself. If you have, you can feel the energy the next day when you hold one of those crystals. It's amazing. So you're very welcome. You are welcome. So we're gonna have a look. We're gonna see what's going on. I don't know. I have a bunch of cards here, but I know that the messages are important and you need to hear them. And it's so cool right now that I could actually see the full moon right now. Oh man, I wish I could like just bring you guys outside. Okay. All right, where are we going to start? Let's go ahead. I'm going to actually start with the Queen of the Moon Oracle. So let's see what my guides want you to know. Okay. Happy full moon. It's going to be a lot. Yeah, BB, you know. Guys, sometimes, and I guess not many people, or at least on Facebook, I was posting on Facebook, and I said, oh, I forgot it was a full moon. No wonder why I was so lightheaded all day, because I was like, why am I feeling I'm like falling over? What is going on? Completely forgot it was a full moon, and I got the little notification on my app, and a bunch of people were commenting saying, oh, is that why I'm feeling lightheaded? Is that why I have a migraine? Is that why my body feels weird? Yes, absolutely, that will happen. And some people are more sensitive to the moon energies than others. For me, apparently, this is the first time I've ever felt lightheaded, but always during a full moon, I will not go to sleep tonight until probably 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, if that even happens. I may pull an all-nighter. Whenever there's a full moon, my body is wide awake as though I've had like 10 cups of coffee, and it's the most obnoxiously annoying thing, but it is what it is. So you might find that happens to you as well. Other people will sleep like babies. I'm jealous of you. Okay. Spirit, full moon energy, please. Full moon energy. Whoever is watching this video right now and after when they watch this, what is your message? Thank you. Interesting. Okay, well, we got number 42, the Masculine Lunar God. Lunar God. I don't want to, yeah. I'm trying to angle it so that way you could see it better. Lunar God, number 42. Let's see what that's all about. Okay. Okay. It's time to step forward and lead. Be the leader in your own life. You have more power than you think. It is time to formally learn more, enroll in a course, or learn a new skill. Offer your protection to someone weaker than yourself. Take steps to improve your health and vitality. I love that they meant that last line, because Virgo is all about healthier habits. So that the fact that we have a Virgo full moon, it's interesting that they said that. The traditional positive attributes of the masculine, such as strength, physical vitality, power of will, shielding and protection of the weak, are important for anyone to adopt, no matter what their gender or orientation may be. Should you pull this card, it is asking you to step up into your power, your uniqueness, and offer your guidance to those who may need it. The companion stone or metal for this specific card is black opal. Black opal. There you go. All right, let's do that. Okay, where do we want to go? Okay, all right. Let's see any comments. It was a beautiful moon last night over my mountain. I don't even know how to pronounce the other word you just said. Here in New Zealand. I'm skipping all the words that I can't pronounce. So we're gonna start with the full moon on the card. This is gonna yes, of course we are. Come on. Spirits will be insane tonight. My spirit guides usually come in strong. Yep. Oh, well, hi, Carla. Okay. All right, Spirit, for whoever is watching this, please, and for whoever happens to catch this after the live, during the full moon energy, what message do you have for them tonight? Did you see how fast that flew out? What does that say? Come on now, full moon. It says full moon. You can't make that up. I love my live readings because you cannot make that shit up. Nope, you cannot. Flies out? Of course it does. Why does it? Because we're magical over here. Full moon, surrender to the divine. I love it. Love it. All right, let's see what even the message is. There it is. Okay. This is nothing new here. All right. Additional meanings for this card. A wish you made may be about to come true. Go ahead, get that wish. It's make or break time. There could be a sense of madness in the air. Breathe deep and stay calm. Well, absolutely, full moon energies will do that. We'll make you like a freaking werewolf sometimes. You may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. Release negative energy. Very important. Remember, full moons, completion, culmination. They're trying to get you even more. Yeah, listen. I get so damn excited when I do lives and I do these cards. I get so excited. You would think this is like the first time. It's not. It's time to let go of the past and move on. Again, culmination, completion. What do you need to release in order to move on into fresh new energies? Okay. The message says, the very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind, but it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they are telling you. They're very likely close to the surface, no matter when in the moon cycle you've pulled this card. Matters will soon conclude, and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are very much so in your favor, as this is a very positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. The full moon marks the climax. I love that this card is the full moon. I love it. The full moon marks the climax of the lunar cycle, making this card something of a power card. The full moon is often the time when answers are given to questions asked during the new moon, and pulling this card at any time in the lunar cycle suggests that answers will be coming your way before too long. You guys, you know what's hilarious is that if I look up at that window now, it's gone. So it literally started to rise right in front of my face as I started this reading to get the energy. I love it. I love it. The synchronicities are beautiful. All right, Spirit, where are we going? Starseeds. Where's my starseeds? Let's do it. This is not my starseeds. Hold on. Where are you? Here we are. All right, my loves. Let's see. Let us see what is happening. I hope you guys had well, depending on where you are, it's still pretty early, but I hope that you had a nice St. Patrick's Day. If you did anything, I did nothing on purpose. Spirit, for whoever is watching this reading right now and whoever catches it during the full moon energy when it's done, what message do you have for them, please? What message do you have for them right now for my starseeds? Oh, we got two. Another surrender. This says surrender right there. That says surrender right there. Not a coincidence. Okay. Ooh. All right. You guys, I get so excited. All right, listen. I'm just going to tell you right now. If you saw the March Libra reading, because I know not everybody on here is a Libra, although you might be. But if you saw the March Libra reading, then you already know that this is a time of activation, okay? Whether you are aware that you're a starseed or a light worker or both, right? Or whatever you want to be. Regardless, that reading for March is very, very, very powerful because it is a time of activation. It is a time of activating your spiritual gifts for many of you. Many of you that have been aware of your spiritual gifts already, you will see them heightened. Some of you have already come to me asking questions on how to deal with that because you've started to see things just show up, and it's pretty magical. This says here, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. This is beautiful, okay? So we have the blue flame, and we have fall into my arms. Oh, that's gorgeous too. Surrender, holding the opposites, and extremes of life. So I'm going to read both of them, and I'm going to show you the pictures, because this deck is so beautiful. BB, you know what? Yeah, I would go watch it even though you are not a Libra. I would. I did a reading the other day where I said that some people should still watch it. Just because the messages themselves, I'm finding that that reading itself could have probably been an all signs reading. Something about this month is very, very magical. Collectively for people. And I think that a lot of people are starting to awaken. I could tell you for me, my gifts have been on steroids for the last few, since we started this month. They've been on steroids. So yeah, Yeah, do it. Isn't it, Charlene? It's beautiful. Okay, fall into my arms. All right, here we go. Now remember, this deck, it's based around Starseed, so if you're not familiar with this yet, it might sound a little out there to you. But then again, if you're watching this, you're not too far gone. So there's something there for you to hear, okay? All right, fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source. But at the same time, it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded. And when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow. And it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life. The agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in the inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. Whew, that was a heavy sentence right there. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, your worries, hurt, sorrow, fears, burdens, and doubts, to lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. Anytime just reading that, as I was reading The Great Mother, it just reminded me of Gaia. It reminded me of Mother Earth. It reminded me of that sort of grounding energy, which I'm getting very lightheaded right now as I say that. So I'm assuming that that's what they wanted you to know and connect to. Okay, the blue flame. Let's see, the blue flame. All right, this is a card of awakening and energetic upgrades. Here we go. Perhaps you're going through a period of spontaneous awakening, receiving visions and having experiences that are out of the ordinary. In the West, little is known about the process of spontaneous awakening, and it can feel very scary when we're going through it alone. Elsewhere, they can be seen as auspicious experiences, with those going through them being treated with tender care. The blue beings are thought to be activating beings with great potential for healing and upgrading our cellular structures. They appear in moments of extreme awakening, activating a physical Kundalini awakening and deep cellular and DNA healing. I need to stop this for a second and just tell you something. I've had 4 dreams in the last few weeks alone. This is what I'm saying when I say that everything's on steroids right now. And I know it's not just for me. Pay attention to everything that is going on with you. I've had 4 dreams in the last few weeks, and they all revolve around UFOs, crafts, ships, everything. There's no beings there. I'm not seeing any of those things, but I know that these are astral traveling dreams because I could tell the difference in my body in the dream. I know that if I feel emotional in the dream, which I have, I know it's not a normal dream, okay? One of the last dreams that I had was only like last week. And I remember looking up and I got very emotional and teary-eyed, and I mouthed to them in very, very low voice. I said, thank you, just for them showing themselves and just being able to see them, or the ship. And as I was walking away from the ship in my dream, obviously, I saw a red laser come down, and I heard my mother, who was in the dream with me. She happened to be at all 4 of these dreams with me, and I don't know what the connection is, but she said, oh, they're scanning DNA, something to that effect. And the fact that this just came out about the blue beings are thought to be activating beings with great potential for healing, elevating DNA, things like that. She literally said they're scanning DNA, and I walked through this tiny little red laser in my dream. I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel any, I wasn't afraid. I wasn't scared. But the next morning when I woke up, I started to be able to see things slightly differently in the house. I can't explain it, but I've been seeing little sparks of light here and there. It's been I'm telling you, the last few weeks, I feel like everything has been on steroids. So whatever happened in that dream or that visit, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, this is wild that this card is coming out. Please pay attention to your dreams. And if you need help remembering them, I'm just going to interrupt again because we are live. So I'm just going to tell you, get yourself one of these. This is just one of them. I have a couple. Get yourself a dream quartz or a garden quartz. It looks like this. And it's, if you look inside of it, I mean, you can gaze into this for hours. It's actually a gazing stone as well. It looks like a landscape of some kind. I loved this one. I thought it was just magical. I have another one that almost looks like, if you look at it a certain way, it looks like there's a dragon in there. The one that's under my pillow is a little bit bigger and it looks more like a garden and it has green in it. Get yourself one of these. They're not expensive. It will help you remember your dreams, and you can also have visits if you wish, and you're open to that. All right, let me get back to this. But I wanted to tell you about that stuff because it's very important right now at this time of month, at this time of anything in your life. Okay. All right, they appear in moments of extreme awakening, blah, 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 and deep cellular and DNA healing. Many people glamorize the awakening process. However, in reality, it's much messier, yes, and more difficult than most of us believe. We must first let go of what we think we know for sure and how we make sense of the world. This isn't easy. The awakening process, even when it's spontaneous, takes a considerable amount of time to integrate. An awakening without integration can leave us feeling very ungrounded. If you're in the midst of an awakening, the process never ends, by the way, treat this time as deeply sacred and give yourself ample space to ground and integrate the extreme changes that you're going through. Wow. Without fail, that, ooh, look at the bottom, look at the bottom. It says called, right? Again, beautiful artwork on here. Called, and it says soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. As I'm speaking to my guides lately, guys, I just keep hearing that it's time, it's time. I secretly know what that means, but I'm not going to tell you. You have to figure it out. You have to awaken, allow your awakening process to happen, and think about what that means to you. All right, my light workers, also starseeds in some cases. Let's see what message we have here. Guys, if you are just hopping on, definitely at some point when you have time or even remember to, go back and listen to some of the other stuff from the beginning, because I was talking about some full moon info and other things that were important. What's up, BB? All right, Spirit, what message do you have for whoever is watching this right now and whoever happens to catch it while the full moon energy is still at play? What message do you need them to hear right now? Full moon message from the light workers. Ooh, that card is gorgeous. Okay. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Oh, I love these cards so much. I could just look at them all day. They're so pretty. Okay. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. I've never ever seen that card. So we'll see what comes out. Oh, there it is. Okay. Wait, I almost had it. Okay. Akasha exists in the 5th dimension and the library of souls. All soul contracts, history, gifts, lessons, and more exist here. We each have access to this information of the past, present, and future and can tap into it at any time. While we have free will, there are also points on the timeline of our lives that are predestined or pre-planned. Soul contracts or agreements that were made before incarnating. It could be a company you chose to work for, a relationship you plan to have, or a person you agreed to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know that it is divinely guided and will not bypass you. If you're waiting for a sign to proceed, this card is it. You are likely living out an important part of your soul's journey, and you are exactly where you need to be. This is a very exciting time indeed. It is time to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and in the spirit world, to trust the signs that are coming, to take notes of your dreams, what I just say, to notice any feelings or visions that you receive, for you are tapping into the wisdom of the Akasha and you are being given the go-ahead to proceed. I swear to God, you guys, all of this is about your awakening this month. This is a big month. What is with this month? I don't know. What is with this month? All right, Spirit, what else? Oh, okay. All right, we're gonna get very woo-woo right now. I've never, ever used this deck in any public reading, okay? It is from the Beyond Lemuria deck, and the cards and the artwork are also beautiful. And if I'm not mistaken, they also have light language on them. Possibly, yeah. All right, this deck is the hardest deck for me to shuffle when I start shuffling, so don't laugh. My hands can just barely, get it. It's so frustrating, but it's a really cool deck. I have no idea what it's going to say. What card is going to come out, I do not know, but we will see. We will see. We're going to use the full moon energy for this one especially because this is very woo-woo and magical. And again, I don't normally use this, but I barely use it on myself too. But they want me to use it. And you know when my guys want us to do... What does that say? What does that say? Does that say surrender? Because I'm pretty sure it does. Three things of surrender. You know when my guides want us to do something, we have to do it. Okay. All right, Spirit. What message do you have? Oh, I hate these cards. What message do you have for anybody watching this, please? Full moon energy message. What important info do they need to know right now during this full moon? Thank you. Ooh. How cute are you? Okay, that's cute. I don't know what it's going to say. It might sound weird. I don't know yet. We'll see. The Portal Keeper, number 50. Those of you that like cats, I'm sure you'll enjoy that. Okay. Now, what the hell does it say? The Portal Keeper, number 50. Oh, look what I just turned to. All right, here we go. Oh man, it never gets old. All right, unique gateways to mystical experiences, psychic ability, raising your vibration, expanded consciousness, the Akashic Records. What did that? What? Come on. Oh man. All right. Past life ties, exploring the edges of reality for significant messages, seeing between the lines, multidimensional awareness. This is going to be a good one. As we become more sensitive and aware, we are more receptive to mystical experience. We can realize there are overlaying realities that seem just as real, if not more vibrant and profound, than the familiar everyday one. There is a theory that space and time are constructs that allow our human minds to grasp sequences in chronological order and enable us to to orientate and move forward through reality. In their current evolution, humans are only using a small portion of their brain capacity. That's true, we all know that. If we unlock our mind's potential, what would we fathom that we can't now? There is information out there that isn't real to us until we glimpse it with our senses. Very, very true. Okay. Psychically advanced people can sense discarnate souls, elementals in nature, and spirit guides. They can also see information. Jesus, this is like a book. Okay. They can prepare. All right. They can also see information in energy fields. What is it? They are amping you up with this. Yes, I know. Charlene, I can't. These perceptions, clairvoyance, clairsentience, or clairaudience, are still connected to this reality, but are examples of what can happen when we raise our consciousness or train ourselves to the subtleties of what is happening around us. I had elementals stand out to me in that thing the other day. Yes, you guys, there's so many things that are popping up lately for people that are opening up more to things. And yeah, so, okay. In essence, we share our physical location with overlaying beings and energies and can raise or lower our vibration to match and enter their realms of reality. Fact, I've done this. This is actually real. What is being said right now is real. There are other realities. There are other dimensions. We are in the third dimension. It sucks, but we're here. Wait till we get higher. You elevate yourself. You ascend to other dimensions consciously. Okay, it's not about opening a door to Narnia, like I've said before, although that would be cool. It's about elevating and ascending consciously. And when you do that, you are able to connect to other beings. I am not kidding, okay? You are able to connect to other beings. Some of you may have already done this and you're totally used to this. It's beautiful, okay? Okay, so everything you've been talking about in social magic. Yeah, listen, why would I tell you guys anything different, BB? All right. Two people in an identical environment can have different experiences, which is why we all create our own reality. You get it? Nobody is going to have the same perception of anything, ever. That's why we are all in our own realities. And we also, at the same time, consciously co-create on a collective level, okay? Listen. Sometimes I feel like the full moon is giving me like, it's making me sound really like knowledgeable. I'm not. I'm knowledgeable about certain things, but I feel like I'm sounding a little bit more astute tonight. All right. As I probably mispronounced some of these words coming up. Okay. One may thrive and enjoy the opportunities of the moment. The other may see only the negatives in the situation. Manifestation. Here, one or both parties may be traversing realities on a micro level. These micro realms may look very similar, but the way we feel, the reflections we see in others, and the way circumstances unfold are aligned with our vibration. Hello. I love doing that. Whenever I have my nails done, I'm like, tap, tap, just to annoy you guys. Okay. So it's great to be conscious of our energy and the ways that we can optimize our experience of life. Like attracts like. Yes, just like what you focus on expands. It is important to keep this in mind if you are considering traversing deeper realms, as it is an endless rabbit hole. Set your energy field to the highest good and ensure your intention is primed for the places that you wish to journey to. Traversing other realms is an innate... You laughing at me? Traversing other realms is an innate ability that we all have. I've told you guys this. You all can do this. You can all hear your guides like I do. You can all, whatever. Aruba. Oh, it's probably beautiful right now. Young children have this skill intact as they are not yet convinced that it is not real. Correct. They have not had society suppress their gifts quite yet. Animals, especially cats, also have this awareness. People who experience, if you guys didn't, sorry, okay, listen, I'm just going to tell you right now. I have ADHD, in case we couldn't figure that out already by the whole video that we're on. But also, when things pop in my head, I have to tell you, I can't keep them inside. Did you guys know that cats, and you know how people are always like, oh, they see ghosts. Right, they do. They see spirits, but they can actually see into other realms, other dimensions. They have this ability to do that. It's been like known, apparently. I don't know, whatever. I haven't had a cat in a few years, so. Okay. I'm going to interrupt myself a lot, sorry. All right. People who experience hallucinations may be perceiving multiple layers of information simultaneously. In the West, this may be considered a symptom of diminished mental health. In other cultures, however, this openness could be the mark of a shaman or seer and considered a powerful gift. Isn't that interesting? How it's viewed so differently. The Akashic paradigm combines multidimensionality with the idea that everything is happening simultaneously. Thus, everything... Can dogs? I'm not sure if they can see through dimensions and other realms, but they absolutely can sense energy. Big time. Everything that has ever been and ever will be is occurring at this moment. This is all very true. If you follow quantum physics, this is all very true. By changing our vibration, we can access an ocean of collective consciousness, and this highlights the significance of portals. Portals are gateways to other layers of reality. They can be accessed through meditation and inner practices, or externally in places such as the planet's vortexes. These places are usually sacred to those who are sensitive to energies and work closely with the earth. Sedona, Arizona, has multiple places, vortexes. I've been there. Hopefully some of you have as well. You'll know what I'm talking about. If you get a chance to go there, please go there. Often where ley lines connect, portals are places where the veil is very thin and unexplainable phenomena can occur. Earth's ley lines are similar to the meridian systems on the body. Chakras are also energetic vortexes. When we tune into them and the places on the body they connect to, we can access holistic information. This oracle deck includes 10 chakra seed cards, which can activate these portals on the body. I was unaware of that. Portals are like an opening or rip in our usual veil of reality. If you feel pulled to explore this curious and vast topic further, it is wise to seek a mentor who is confident traversing these realities. However, simply understanding that there are dimensional layers can help you see between the lines, present in the knowledge that this reality is a fraction of the bigger picture. How are you connected to your mystical self? How might you raise your vibration to access information that isn't normally perceivable? How can you lift your spirits and soar into wider awareness so you can see life from a heightened perspective? When our minds get out of the way, we can reach the bliss state of the seamless unspeakable, where the need for a linear life drops away, and we can center ourselves through a sense of eternal being. Divinatory, oh my God, I can't even speak tonight. Whatever. Gently explore the edges of your reality. Spend time in the forest to listen, deepen your meditation practice, dance yourself into ecstasy, and explore psychic tools and study new healing modalities. If you feel lacking in purpose or life seems a little mundane, remember there is never a reason to be bored. What we experience with our physical senses is just the tip of the iceberg. Magic exists wherever you care to find it. Look between the lines to limitless discovery. Well, holy shit, that card alone was enough. Like, that was meditation. Yeah. Listen, I know a lot of people think like, oh, meditation is boring, right? Some of you probably meditate all the time. Awesome. But a lot of people usually think that it's used to like just calm you down, and it is. But so many people dismiss the main thing. Oh my God. Meditation, Jessica, get your shit together. Meditation can open you up to exactly what that card was saying. It can open you up to other realms. It can open you up to seeing things that you have not seen before. Just last night, I was meditating, and I quickly asked my guides, I was like, hey, fam, my star fam, can you show me a lifetime that me and Dan, my husband, were together in, or, you know, another lifetime, because I'm sure that we've spent countless ones. We've had countless lives, all of us. And so I wasn't expecting anything. I really didn't think that they would even respond. And instantly, within seconds, during this meditation, I was only meditating for a few minutes. During this meditation, I was so relaxed, I started to see a crystal clear vision of exactly where we were. Turned out it was Victorian era of England. And I saw what I was wearing. I saw what he was wearing. By the way, if you didn't know, he is actually British. So this was completely out of nowhere. I was blown away that this was happening. And I never expected that time of life would have been one of our lives together, but it was, and it showed me everything, and it was amazing. That was just during a quick meditation that I was just using to just kind of slow my breath, blah, blah, blah. Also, when you are meditating, I know people close their eyes. Put something over your eyes to make sure that it's completely blacked out. You will notice things when you close your eyes, okay? As you start to ascend in your spiritual awakening, you will start to see things, especially if you're a starseed and have certain connections to certain ET races. Again, I'm going to start to sound woo-woo, but hey, you're here, listen. If you know the connections to other ET races that you have, okay, I do. You also do, many of you may not know them yet. You will see certain things. So, for example, Arcturians, they will see sacred geometry. So if you happen to close your eyes and you see colors, if you see, again, make sure you have a blindfold on or something covering your eyes to make it pitch black. If you see colors, if you see light language, which looks like this, if you look at those designs right there, that's what light language looks like. If you see sacred geometry, you could have connections to the Arcturian race. So again, this is all stuff, like, you guys, I've been wanting to talk about this stuff on this channel for you don't even know how long. So please, please make sure that you cover your eyes completely when you're meditating, and you will start to see things that maybe you didn't realize were there. All right. I feel like I've babbled enough. I just want to go through the comments really quick to make sure. It's all in the perspective. A lot of other cultures are less repressed. Yeah, I know. In Western medicine, we call folks crazy for that. I know. Don't freak if you see stuff behind the curtain. You see color. What does that mean? Look further. Ask your guides to show you things through that color, through those colors. A lot of times, if you've had a Reiki session done, you will see certain balls of color, right? Lately I've been really working on my third eye, so I've been seeing a lot of dark blue, purplish, dark blue, indigo, and it just comes through. But most of the time, I will see a lot of gold now, and it'll come through with light language or sacred geometry, and it's beautiful. Sometimes you can view energy. You can view the energy as you close your eyes and you get into that calmness, and you listen to your breath, and it's very, very easy. You don't have to do anything crazy to get into meditation. It's nothing. I've never done the guided meditations. It's just not for me. Some people like it, but for me, I just lay there for a minute and I just close my eyes and I start to look into the darkness to see what I can see. And it's the easiest thing once you do it. You'll start to see little sparks of light sometimes, and you can see the energy kind of in a wave, and it waves in, and you'll start to see colors and all of those things. It is beautiful. And that's when you can ask your guides, what do you want me to see right now? Or ask your guides, ask one of them to step forward. Ask one of them to step forward and show themselves to you, and just be open to what you see. Don't expect to see a human being. I'm just giving you a heads up. Don't expect to see a human being. You might see one of these, all right? You might see a light being. You might see a literal cat, okay? There's tons of, one of my spirit guides is a panther named Nigel. Swear to God. And he shows up sometimes, and that's a trip. But he's there. He's very protective in his energy. And others look human-like, and others are energetic. And you can just see the beautiful lights coming from them. So you might see that. Ask your guides, does anybody want to come through so I can see you? Or really, when you're in this deep trance, ask for a name, and you might get that too. Yes, indigo children. All right, let's see. Staying on the woo-woo here. Oh, this full moon energy tonight, you guys, is beautiful. I'm really feeling like a beautiful connection to this moon right now. Also, again, full moons make me feel like I've had 10 cups of coffee, so that's also why my ADHD is on, it's wired right now. So I apologize. What helps with dream recall? Yep, I will tell you. I know it was an important message, woke up for a split second and fell back to sleep, then woke up later. This right here is what you want. Oh, it's so pretty. This, garden quartz, lodolite, I think it's called as well. Shamanic dreamstone, I think is another name for it. Garden quartz, and you could look through it. And you could just gaze into it. It looks like a landscape. It's beautiful. Keep one on your bedside nightstand. Put one under your pillow. They're not expensive at all. And you will remember. Also, grape agate will also help you with dream recall. There's quite a few stones, but those are my favorites for sure. And if you want to connect, by the way, you guys, if you want to connect to other realities, other dimensions, there are a few stones for that for sure. My favorite one, though, and you could tell just by what it looks like, is labradorite. This will help you with dreams, and it will also help you sort of travel to other dimensions, other realities, realms, things like that. Okay, let's see what is going on here. All right, Spirit, what message do you have, please, during this full moon energy, this beautiful full moon energy. What message do you have for those that are watching and also those that catch this while the energy is still strong? What do you want them to know right now? Ooh. Woo-hoo! Okay. Oh, look at that. Guys, sometimes I see this stuff when I close my eyes. Like, it's insane. You can too. Maybe some of you have. All right, Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension. You are rising up, is what that says. That's gorgeous. That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Okay, let's see what it says. Also, I hope I'm saying that right. I always second guess everything. Okay. Merkaba, and Merkaba, apparently spelled the same way, just without dashes, are ancient Egyptian and Hebrew words relating to the ascension process of the soul. The Hebrew Merkaba, or Merkava, means chariot or vehicle, and it's most commonly associated with the prophet Ezekiel's vision of angels traveling on or in spheres of light. In ancient Egyptian, Mer means light. I hope that's not Mer, but I think it's Mer. Ka means spirit, and Ba means body. When these three words are put together, the idea is that light engulfs the spirit and body, and there is an opportunity to rise up. The symbol of the Merkaba is the star tetrahedron. Oh, I'm saying that wrong. This 8-pointed star is simply the three-dimensional extension of a hexagram, a symbol that is strongly associated with the Hebrew and Egyptian mystery schools. In modern spirituality, the Merkaba is acknowledged as the light body or vehicle that we can activate for the ascension process. It is not a coincidence that we keep hearing about ascension and this month, etc., etc. It has been said that it is surrounded by an 8-pointed star, and when we're aligned on a spiritual level, the star spins at great speed, creating a sphere of unbreakable light around us. This sphere of light can help us move between the dimensions. While we are having a human experience, it creates a portal into the divine matrix so that we can connect with guidance and walk the path of light. You are raising your vibration and becoming magnetic to the presence and wisdom of light. You are in a space of ascension. I love this card. The ascension process is not about leaving this incarnation or dimension, but about finding harmony within it. I said before that it is about raising your consciousness. You ascend in your consciousness rather than literally walking through a door, etc., etc. All of the attention, love, and care you have been giving to your body are supporting your spiritual journey. A powerful gateway of light is surrounding you now, allowing you to connect with the divine matrix of ancient wisdom. It's important for you to be aware of the information, energy, and downloads that you are receiving. For all that's coming through is supporting your expansion. You are moving up a level. It's time to fly high. This reminds me, let me just tell you about downloads really quick, because many of you probably get them and maybe you don't realize that you're getting them. If you hear, again, you may be clairaudient. It may be one of your strong gifts. It is mine. If you hear little, like, high-pitched noises in your ear, a lot of times people think it's medical. It's not at all times. If you hear specifically, for those of you that are not too young to remember the sound of a modem going off, right, when we're trying to connect to AOL, it literally sounds like that. That's how you know. The biggest sign is when you hear something like that in your ear, like dee, 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 like something like that. Sorry, that's the best example I could give you. Think of a modem, okay? When you hear that, you're getting a download. Look at the time, then you hear that. Okay, every time that I get that, I look at the time, or if I'm sitting in front of my cards, I think, okay, spirit guides, which deck? What do you want? What message do you have? So that way they speak to me through the cards, and I know exactly what they're saying. You won't necessarily, unless you're very, very highly skilled, you won't necessarily know what the download is about in that moment. Sometimes you'll just get a feeling. Other times, if you happen to look at the time, and it might be an angel number, and if it is an angel number, think about exactly what you were thinking in the moment that you got the download. A lot of times when I'm writing something online, if I'm making a post and it's something spiritual, as I'm saying something about a belief that I have, I'll get a download. And a lot of times for me, that's a confirmation of what I'm saying to be true. So you'll learn what they mean. You'll learn through working with your guides, you know, how they connect to you. You're not crazy. You're not crazy at all. You will sometimes get it, and sometimes it'll last for quite a few seconds, and it'll sort of take over your whole, the whole sound in one of your ears. Really, really pay attention to that and look at exactly what maybe you were thinking about in that moment. Look at the time, like I said. If you have cards, pull them out in that moment, or write it down. When you received the download, write down the time and the feeling that you had. Sometimes they'll send you just a feeling. And then also, if something immediately pops in your head, write that down as well. And then later on, if it doesn't happen right that second, you'll know what that download was. You'll find out later on. So either way, I will close out with a, what do we want to close out with? I will close out with, all right, I have 2 more decks to use. They want me to use 2 more. Okay, we'll do it. Let's go here. Let's go here. We're live. We are live, Tasha. We are live. We've been live. We've been. What have we been doing? St. Patrick's Day. Partying? Let's see. When I'm thinking about my twin or something spiritual, my ears are eternally ringing. Is that, yeah. Yep. Very different sound from, yes. Very different. I agree with you. When it sounds as well like the actual modem sound, that always freaks me out because it's wild. Magical bonfire. Good. Hope you were dancing around it. Okay. Let's see. Have a few seconds of visions. Keep going with your meditations. Keep going with your meditations and really speak to your spirit guides in there. Get to know them. You have many. Get to know them. Okay, Spirit. During this full moon energy, whoever is watching this video right now, please, what message do you have for them? What message do you have for them for this full moon, please? What do they need to hear? Wow. That wanted to come out very quickly. Love. Love, my loves. Wild Rose Fairy, number 47. Okay, let us see. All right, love is all around you. Open your heart to receive. All of life's experiences are a splendid part of a spiritual evolution toward the realization that we are all love. In matters of romance, there is healing right now. You are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you to others and to the universe. Healing has occurred. Healing is occurring. Healing will occur. Your angels, guides, I just read that, by the way. I'm Catholic, and I haven't gone to church in a long time. But that if you've been to church, I just read that as though I was like my priest. Okay, just the way that I read it. All right, your angels, if you know, you know. Your angels, guides, spiritual guardians, and allies adore and cherish you. If only you could see yourself the way those in spirit see you, you would know how profoundly and deeply loved, cherished, and adored you really are. Be open to allowing the Creator to solve your challenges in wondrous ways. Trust that everything, oh, there was a typo there, is unfolding graciously and perfectly in your life. The opposite of fear is love. Allow fear to dissolve as love expands. The spirit of the wild rose says, you are more cherished than you can possibly imagine. Open your heart to receive. Love is on its way. You are an eternal vessel for love to flow through. You are enough just as you are. There you go, baby. All right, let's see what else. They don't want me to stop. I mean, I'll keep going. It's cool. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Do you see how many? I have a library here. It's ridiculous. Okay. I just realized I had no music on this whole time. How awful. Spirit, I'm glad you loved it. What advice, I didn't write it, but what advice or guidance or message do you have, please, for anyone watching this during the full moon? Full moon energy right now. What advice, guidance, or message do you have for anybody? Advice or message? Message for anybody watching during the full moon. Almost. I do, Angelica. I do YouTube lives. Oh, my goodness. Okay, number 18. Your purpose is personal expansion. How can you be more intentional with your choices and live with more purpose? I know that's reflecting. I can't help it. Sorry. I apologize. All right, number 18. Okay. So many of us are searching for the one thing that gives us purpose and defines us. The life purpose we think we were born for. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Do you want to know where they're from? Walgreens. They're from Walgreens. When COVID hit, I stopped going to get my nails done, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna save some money, and I'm just gonna just get some press-ons, and that's it. And that's what I do. I have nails underneath it, but they're not as long by any means. I'm a nail biter. It's terrible, terrible habit. Anxiety, but yeah, they're from Walgreens, and thank you. All right. Consider that life is the purpose. To live your life more on purpose is the entire reward of your personal journey. Let go of thinking that your purpose is just one thing or what you do, and embrace the full expression of yourself, which is your personal expansion. Perhaps you're putting extra pressure on yourself by trying to discover and define yourself and fit into a box. But the things you do are not who you are. They do not define you. If you feel called to step into a new career, a relationship, or experience, then follow this inner nudge and trust the bigger picture of your life. Staying connected to your true self will help you stay balanced and aligned with your values. Instead of focusing on what you should do, allow yourself to do what you truly want. Be unapologetic about your desires and live a life that feels good from the inside out. Yeah, right, Walmart, whatever. Do you know how many people stop me about these nails too? And I laugh every time. I'm like, do you know how much they were? Make choices that align with your values and your true self will flourish. You've drawn this card as a reminder that your life is perfect as it is right in this moment, and you are a perfect expression within your life. As you dive deeper into living more intentionally, all of your experiences become richer and more rewarding. You can stop second-guessing yourself and step into your personal power by aligning with your intentions. The question to ask yourself is, how can I be more intentional with my choices and live with more purpose? There you go. Oh, I hate to have to do this, but as I was reading that, they told me to pull another card from one of these, from this deck right here. They want me to pull another card from that. I was not planning that, but we're gonna go ahead and do it. All right, last card. Let's see, Beyond Lemuria. I don't know why. There's got to be something here, right? And I can't ignore them. They'll give me headaches. If I turn off the live, they'll be like, nope, you should have listened to us. All right, one last card. Let's see what they need you to know. All right, Spirit, last message, please, for anybody watching this during this full moon energy. Last message. What do you want them to know right now, please? What message do you have for them right now? Ooh, how pretty. Okay. 38 new blueprints. Look at that, how pretty. New blueprints. Okay. Let's get the book out. 38. And then you got, okay, this isn't as long as the other one. Thank the Lord. The first one, that portal was like 3 pages. All right. Be the change. Take action. Take a step no matter how small. I'm pretty sure that this card, the masculine, also talked about that from the beginning of this reading. Ignite an upward spiral. Make a positive change. Ethics and compassion, creating a ripple of light. Be the change you want to see is an empowering mantra to remind us that we can step up and create the blueprints for the world we want to know. Powerful, meaningful change starts with you today. Despite our desires to see change, we can be overwhelmed by all that is going on in the world, and making a positive impact can seem impossible. Wow, this is very accurate right now. It is healthy to have an interest in what is happening around us, but it is important not to become so disheartened that we can't find the inner light to ignite even the tiniest upward spiral of improvement. There is still so much natural beauty on this incredible blue planet, and there are organizations and solo game changers creating amazing transformation all the time. Shift your focus onto what is possible rather than what isn't. Stepping forward with action, however small, will benefit the vibration of the planet in some way. We have more of a voice than we realize. As consumers, we can direct our energy and make a difference through ethical choices. By stepping out of our own needs and wants, we can help someone less privileged. We can pick up trash, be present with someone, or smile at those we share a path with. Small acts create a ripple of goodness in the world. Consider how all beings can co-inhabit this glorious planet. Could you design a blueprint for ethical, compassionate, heart-centered living? What would the guardians of this earth need to be? How would they feel about themselves? And what can you do to uphold this? This card inspires action, no matter how small, that will create a ripple of light in the world. You are a part of a bigger picture, a greater story, and your actions, your choices, your presence are making a difference. You have more power than you realize. Focus on what you can do and do it well. Change takes time, so make plans and start now. I love that they wanted me to pull that, because anybody that is watching this right now, and anybody that has stuck around for the last hour of watching this, I can guarantee you that you are either a starseed or a light worker or both. There is something, or an earth spirit. There is something that is about you that has drawn this to you, that you needed to hear that message, because you are intended to make a change in this world. I'm not talking about recycling and doing all these things that we think that we should be doing. I'm talking about once you ascend consciously, once you level up consciously, and you start to see the world differently, which maybe some of you already do. Please, please do not be afraid to tell people about that. Do not be afraid to speak your truth, to live authentically. This is so important right now. So important. Please do not suppress who you are, whoever that may be. It took me a very long time, and I've been into this stuff for years and only fully awakened in the last couple of years. But it took me a very long time to feel confident enough to talk about the fact that, hi, my mother gave birth to me, but I'm really not from this planet. Like, normally, people would say, you belong in a psych ward, but that's not the case, okay? If anything, we are more knowledgeable about what's going on around us than people think. Some of you, if not all of you, would probably be the exact same way. So I'm telling you, if you're watching this right now and you heard that message was, all of this was, but that message specifically, they wanted you to know. It's very, very important. So yeah, that is all that I have. And I hope that this full moon can bring you everything that you desire. Please make sure that you put your crystals out if you have them, put your cards out, and set your intentions for what you're going to release. And you will see that stuff start to come about. And please, for the love of all things holy, please do not get too caught up in the external right now, because there's a lot of stuff going on, just like that card said, that will affect your energy, and it's there as well to deliberately affect your energy. Please know that. It's not just happening, it is there to deliberately affect your ascension and your energy, okay? Don't let it. Acknowledge what's going on, do whatever you want to do, but don't let it affect your energy. All right, my loves, that is all that I have for you on this lovely full moon. I hope you enjoyed your reading. And as always, if you want a personal reading, if you want a manifestation coaching Zoom, if you want to talk more about all of this stuff in a coaching Zoom, we can do that. Just book whatever Zoom. But either way, if not, I will see you next time. And as always, please be well, stay safe. Thank you. Please be well, stay safe, and take care. Bye.